We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. 23-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Rattler. A short throw there, pulled in by all. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Throwing is Rattler. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd down and 1. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Rattler wants to throw it. And that was going to be off target and incomplete. Trying to get that one to Chris Olave. And now it's 2nd down. You look at this Buffalo defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
There's Chris Olave. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing once more. Here's Rattler. To Allen on the dump off. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 23. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the ground, it's the rookie running back out of Miami. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Rattler off the bootleg. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Bills first down.
Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. When you look at the Saints defense, right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Now Allen. This will be caught. Judy. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? He's able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Now a first carry here for their running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Saints' 11-yard line.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
That's a love to run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now Rattler. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. To the air is Rattler. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Banks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll run with Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
9-yard line.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Allen. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Allen to throw it. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. That's caught left side by Judy. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll set up a throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To the air once more is Rattler. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
First down, Buffalo.
Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Derek Hall in there that time to get him to the turf.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. And incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up. Turn up. Kill, turn up.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And he'll get this out to about the 40. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Here's Allen. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a toss play. Allen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances. So they need to tough it up and keep them out of the end zone.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Rattler. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Bills will move the chains. Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
I have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the fourth quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
No, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one. But I don't think they're built like that.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Brings up 4th and goal.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing is Rattler. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Terrell Bernard is in on the tackle.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8. They'll throw. Here's Rattler. A quick hitter, complete. It's Banks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
The Saints on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rattler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Allen going to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Allen now looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Daniels. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Jerry Jeudy
From 8 yards out.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tyler Luke now for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Saints 27, Bills 16.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First down 10 at their own 29-yard
line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rattler. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with 3rd down looming.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. But net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air, Allen. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there. Here's Allen to throw it.
This will be caught. Judy.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards. First down.
Allen going to change the look here.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Allen going to run with it.
And he slides to a halt inside the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
2nd down, goal to go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And now an audible here into something else. So that flag will set him back 5 yards.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
A gain of 1 yard on the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown.
Here's Allen.
And
This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now Allen. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. 24. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Third down and 10. Rattler wants to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
32-yard line.
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Well, Charles, I know you have a lot of questions. So do I about the decision there at the end. They had the potential game-tying field goal. Yes, it would have been a long field goal, but they passed it up, and they lose the game.
And you're right, partner. We all have questions, but I don't think anyone's going to ask the question more forcefully than the person who signs the checks for the entire organization. Why didn't you run the field goal kicker out there? You had a chance to tie the game. Looked like a makeable kick. Was the kicker hurt? Did you just not like the field conditions? This head coach is going to have a heck of an explanation.
So for New Orleans, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they'll fall to 1-1.